All right, everybody! Here we are, baby! Another episode, number 57 of the Alpha Male Show. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Facebook, good news, Facebook. Great, I had the sound off and somehow it's still on. Jesus Christ. Where's the sound? On the top. My left, your left, who's left? There we go. Now it's off. I had it off, and somehow it was on. I love when things go the wrong way. Hey, Patrick's in the house. What's going on there, Patrick? I can never say your last name. Basilis, Baselice. Happy birthday, anyway. Good to see you. Rick Samola in the house. What's going on? Steve, Dustin, Darlene, Sal. Sal's here. Why is he in? He's here anyway. What's going on, everybody? Just so Facebook knows, I have the right to play Overkill, too, because we're at a radio station. Get over yourselves, dick faces. And stop trying to cut off Overkill, too, because that is my intro song, people. Get with it. We got a bunch of stuff talking about tonight. We're promoting like cheap, dirty, $3 Atlantic City walking down the street, smelly ass carrying 45 disease whores. That's how we're promoting tonight, people. We got a bunch of stuff to promote. We're going to start right off the bat. You've been waiting a whole year for this, and it's back, baby. The Alpha Madness Tournament. Last year's champ, the lovely, the gorgeous, the vivacious Jen Garrett has carried the mantle for an entire year. And now she's going to pass it off to one of our 64 contestants. If you've been named Alpha Male or Alpha Female of the Week, you are in this tournament. So keep your eyes open. I'm going to be posting new polls every day, 4 a day, now until the end of March, excluding weekends. I need some time off once in a while. Monty Mason's in the house. So we're going to be posting. We're going to be promoting this tournament. We're going to get another trophy made. As soon as the sponsors let me know, there's going to be money involved just like last year. And we're also going to give away not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 tickets to an upcoming show at the ever-growing, ever-famous Alpha Comedy Club. God, all this fake excitement, I could kill myself. Tom Montefusco in the house. Gene's in the house, but Gene's over there. I'm over here now. I'm all excited. And I don't know why I'm all excited, but I got a ton of stuff. Let's start with Bryce Harper, that lowlife, that scumbag, that dumb son of a bitch. He's here 4 minutes. He's already tampering with Mike Trout. He's going to cost the team money, draft picks, and we'll probably have to send our one of our stud pitchers over to the Angels because Bryce Harper can't keep his big mouth shut for 4 minutes. Way to earn your money, douche. I hope you choke. No stinking good you are. Oh, I hit a home run in spring training. The guy you hit the home run off of is currently pumping gas at a gas station across the street. Hit it from a real pitcher, you bum. Jesus Christ, I hate that guy. Listen, instead of watching Bryce Harper just douse and destroy your dreams for the next 13 years, March 23rd, come out to the Alpha Comedy Club. We have a whole host of comics. We got little Doug Max, who's on, he's on some kind of show here. I don't know what it's called. It's not Funny Talk. It's him and Tom Angeli. There's nothing funny about them. But Doug Max will be there doing his 15 minutes of dry humor. Tom Angeli be there, and I enjoy when Tom is on stage because that means I'm not the fattest comic in the business. But Doug and Tom are going to be there on the 23rd. They're both funny guys, as far as you know. So coming out to see them. I also have Alex Cedric, a hometown favorite. He's from Lyndhurst. He'll be out there. He's a battle of laughs. Always a good guy. He's fun to hang around with. We have John Conti, who I know a lot of you people know him from when he used to live up this way, but now he's living down the shore, so he doesn't get up here a lot. So I took the pleasure of booking him for the March 23rd show. So all you John Conti fans, come on out and check him out on stage. Not only is he a really funny guy, he's a snappy dresser. He really knows how to dress to the nines. Because much like me, he's always in Hawaiian shirts, and Hawaiian shirts scream class. Unless you're Gabriel Iglesias, who refuses to admit he's fat, because not only does he think he's fluffy when he's really fat, he's also unfunny. But we're gonna leave that over there for a moment, because you don't have to be funny to be famous, because Amy Schumer approved that. So we're gonna move past all that ridiculousness. March the 23rd, and now not only did I bring up the great Alex Cedric, why is Hamilton Radio right across the front of my screen?
Just promotion.
It's just promotion. I can't see me.
It's only for 10 seconds.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe you should just, fill me in when you're going to just commandeer my show. Just fill me in and say, hey, Ed, for 10 seconds, we're going to commandeer our show because we're bigger promotion whores than you are. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you see what I'm dealing with here, people? I'm sitting here, I'm doing my show, you people are watching me. All of a sudden, like me promoting Hamilton Radio at the end when I do all my plugs isn't enough. We got to splatter it all across the screen without telling the host that it's coming up. Maybe you should clue the host in that you're going to commandeer the entire show. Maybe you should just let us know. I was here yesterday. I was helping out my buddies at Animal House Radio. I came in to visit. I did the whole show with them. I didn't see that dopey thing pop up. Now, all of a sudden, during my show, here it is. Like Jesus rising. Here's Hamilton Radio. Your show is being commandeered. It's like Channel 13, PBS. It's just gone dark, and all you hear is boo. That's it. That's what just happened to my show. My God. Hey, Cher's in the house. Paul Field, No Filter Paul, Stephen Cooper. As I was trying to promote before Gene just took over my show, this weekend, the 23rd, March the 23rd, I got Doug Max, I got Tom Angeli, I got Alex Cedric, I got John Conti, and I got headlining for you people, the one and only, the only comic who's almost as dirty as I am, the infamous Anthony Ennis. So it's going to be fun from the Uncomfortably Funny podcast. We'll have the second version of Uncomfortably Funny. We've already had Dave Hodge at the Alpha Comedy Club. Now we're going to have Anthony Ennis on the 23rd, and I got to get my boy Shay and Carlo in there, round out the whole crew. We're also in negotiations, and I'm not gonna chop my head off with this, but I am in negotiations for yet a second room. So the second room is gonna be monster. I'll be able to. I don't want to jinx it, so I'm just gonna say we're working on the second room. I feel pretty good about it, and I think everyone should keep their ears open for that. And that's coming up soon. Hopefully by next week I'll have some stories for you on that and what to do. This past Sunday, I got to talk about this because it was just awesome. I had a spectacular day Sunday. I was actually on a parade float, and by parade float, all we had was a big truck. But it's the best we had. It was to promote Rescue Mania. Rescue Mania has count them, two big shows coming up. One April 7th to help promote raise funds for Marcal, who many of you know, Jersey people anyway. What's up, Rocco? What's going on? Many of you know Marcal, which was a iconic building here in New Jersey. The sign stood up above Route 80 for decades, just decades. It was up there. It was definitely a landmark on Route 80. It burnt down just a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago, and they're already jumping all over the place. And April the 7th, we're going to be doing a fundraiser to help Marcal rebuild. They have over 200 employees working there, so we're hoping to help them out, let them rebuild, let them get everybody back to work, because this state is taxed enough, and it's the last thing it needs is another 200 plus people on unemployment who are just chomping at the bit to get back to work. So let's help these people out and come out to the April 7th Rescue Mania. And then April 14th. April 14th is another big one. The April 7th show is actually a prerequisite to WrestleMania. It's going to go on before WrestleMania. You could actually spend the whole day wrestling, just engulfed in wrestling. You come watch our show, get autographs from our guys, and then after our show, go over to MetLife Stadium, which is only about 5 minutes away, and check out WrestleMania. So it could be a really fun day for you. If you're a wrestling fan, this is something you really want to get involved with. You get tickets to our show, and then you go over to MetLife to WrestleMania, and you catch both shows. By the time you're done, you'll be exhausted and you'll collapse, but it'll be a full day of wrestling. If you're a wrestling fan, I know you're going to enjoy it. And then April 14th is an even just monster show. Hey, DJ Friction in the house. What's up, DJ Friction? Where am I? Oh, April the 14th. We're doing a show for Tracers with Rescue Mania. Hey, Anthony Anderson in the house. Anthony, real quick, I just promoted you for the Alpha Comedy Club on March the 23rd. Also, check out my Facebook page and make sure you go vote for yourself, as you are up against Mrs. Claus in the Alpha of the Year Awards. You drew Mrs. Claus in the pool, and you'll be battling her until tomorrow. So get as many people as you can to vote, because Mrs. Claus is pretty hot. Be honest with you. So you're gonna have to edge her out somehow. But back to April the 14th, we're doing a fundraiser for Tracers. Tracers, if you don't know who they are, they're a Bergen County based organization. They house homeless veterans. They help them find jobs. They help them get back on their feet. I can't think of a more noble cause, or just, I mean, these are veterans who are down on their luck. They went to war for us. They served in the military for us. They protected this great land. So, I mean, the least we could do is give back and raise some money for them, help them get a place to live, give them jobs. It'll boost their self-esteem and help them integrate back into society. So that's what we got going on for Rescue Mania. There's just so much. But as I was saying, we were on the parade. It was me. It was Adam Payne, Gunner Trash, and Crowbar. We're all in the truck together, and it wasn't. I'll be honest, it wasn't easy having to deal with those guys. As you know, if you've been to any of my matches, they're not guys I exactly root for. I don't back them up in the ring. I think they mamby-pamby to the fans a little bit too much, and the fact that when we drove past and we were in the center of the parade, and they were praising us, and they were saying how great Rescue Mania is. They brought up Crowbar. They brought up Adam Payne. They brought up Gunner Trash, and they happened to leave out the one talent in that truck, and it was the alpha male himself, Ed Ruffalo. I can't believe they left me out. It just goes to show you that those people of Rutherford don't understand what the true talent is. But oddly enough, when I was with those guys all day, everybody knew who Gunner Trash was. Why? Because the people of Rutherford are one with their garbage man. Okay? They're buddies with their garbage man. Right? You don't want anybody with class and style. I get that. You aren't known for that. So you all buddy up with the guy who collects your garbage for you. He's your best pal. Just terrible. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves in that town. You wonder why I'm trying to get my good buddy Donald Trump to build a wall between Rutherford and Lyndhurst to keep you people out of my town. You're wondering why. And I get a hot flash for you. When all is said and done, my buddy Donald Trump is going to have you people from Rutherford pay for my wall. So stick that into your walls. But April 7th will be in Elmwood Park. April 14th will be at St. Mary's in Rutherford. I'll have to get a special dispensation, and I'll have to burn my flip-flops after I leave Rutherford. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Okay, we're about 15 minutes in. I have to do a special shout-out to my buddy's daughter, Anthony Scardino, an alpha male. This was named Alpha Male of the Week. His daughter is turning 8. Kiki is turning 8 years old today, and she always enjoys when I say her name on the radio, makes her all happy and stuff, because she's from Lyndhurst and she knows better than the people from Rutherford. So I just want to say happy birthday, Kiki. I hope you had a great day. You're 8 years old, and my buddy Jason's asking about you. So we all got to get together so you guys can hang out. But happy birthday, Kiki. I hope you had a great day. Okay, let's see. Where are we? I just zipped through everything, didn't I? Well, hey, it's been good talking to you. We're just gonna. No, I'm only kidding. I got a couple of more things to bash out. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna be promoting everything heavily today because it all needs to be done. I had a bit of a moment this morning where I was ready to throw my hands up and just walk away because the amount of work that is involved in running this show, running my club, and going to my daily work is at times overwhelming. But what I did manage to do is I yelled at myself a couple of times, because every once in a while I'll start down the path of, why am I doing this? It's really not worth all this work. It's a pain in the ass. I could go get a part-time job and probably make more money than I'm making doing all of what I'm doing. But then I yell at myself and I go, dude, man up, because this is what you're doing. This is what you wanted to do. You wanted your own club, you have it. You wanted your own radio show, you have it. If it wasn't hard work, I wouldn't be doing it. It wouldn't be worth doing. So, even though I run into moments where I don't feel extra confident in what I'm doing, and that I'm able to accomplish what I need to accomplish, I need to step back once in a while and remember how I got into this, why I got into this, and what I'm doing. So have no doubt that come March 23rd, the Alpha Comedy Club is going to be packed. I'm going to pack people into that place one way or another. I'm going to I'll do whatever I deem necessary to get people inside there, to see what we're doing, to appreciate what we're doing. I don't think the last couple of weeks I've expressed exactly my point. Last week I was having a bit of a rant fest, and I'm gonna get back to a little bit of that too, because there's some good news that went on with that. But My club is there for comics. It's for upcoming comics, and I don't mean open micers, guys who just bounce around from open mic to open mic. I'm talking about good, talented comics who have 20 minutes, 15, 20-minute sets that they can be doing, and the only opportunities they have, it's sad because a lot of these clubs insist on doing bringer shows, and after you've been in the business a while, you're not bringing 6, 7, 8 people to a show just so you can get 5 minutes worth of stage time. You realize it's not worth the effort. And it's not fair that you're not getting paid for your talent while the booker is. And there aren't enough places out there that will give opportunities to comics who maybe got 3 or 4 years under their belt. They got 20 minutes, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes of stage time, but they got all that material they could be using, but it's not getting heard. Why? Because some of the blood-sucking bookers won't put them up on their show because they're not bringing 10 people. They'd rather bring somebody who has 5 minutes worth of material, and it's not even good material, as opposed to somebody who has 15, 20 minutes. These comics deserve some stage time. They deserve to get paid, and that's what I'm doing, and that's why I'm doing this. So even when I have those moments of I don't know how I'm going to fill the club, understand that it's my job as the booker to fill the club. It's not the comics' job. Any promotion the comics do for my club, for the show they're on. I even have comics promoting. Pam DeButch has promoted every show I've done there, and she was on the first show. We haven't booked her for a second, but I guarantee you I will be booking her for a second show because she's going through the effort to share my show, telling everybody, hey, it's out there, go to this club. He's here for comics, and I appreciate 100% what she's doing. And every comic who does it, Paul Field does it, Dave Hodge does it. The list goes on and on. Gina DiMaggio's done it. I can't thank everybody enough for trying. Everybody who's, sharing the show, telling their friends to come out. I would never require anyone to bring someone to a show. I find that repulsive. But any sharing you guys do or promotion you do for the show, for the club is greatly appreciated because the more people who come into my club, then the more shows I can run. The more shows I can run, the more opportunities you guys have to get up in front of an audience and perform. And I find that just utterly fantastic. So I promise you guys I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep busting my ass, and I will do what I have to do as often as I have to do it for as long as I have to do it to get this up and running the way it ought to be. So everybody, that's sort of my epiphany on the day was that there's no possible way I'm going to just sit back and rest on my laurels of the first couple of shows. March the 23rd, jam-packed crowd, jam-packed audience it's going to be for 5 really good comics. Anthony Ennis should be headlining places, and this poor dude doesn't get booked because some of his material is not politically correct. Well, I don't get booked for the same reason, and I'm fine with that. Anthony is a talented dude. He's a funny dude. And anybody who watches him and you sit down and you come for a comedy show and you listen to Anthony, you're going to laugh because Anthony's a funny guy. Same goes for John Conte. Well, John Conte's clean. Doug Max is clean. Tom Angeli's clean. Honestly, all these guys are funny. Alex Cedric, he's a little bit clean, a little bit dirty, but he's a good comic nonetheless. These guys have been working on their craft for years, and they deserve all the credit in the world for what they can do. So I can't wait to Yo, yo, yo! Danielle and Joey Ventosa in the house. What's going on, Joe? Good to see you, brother. But let's get back to it since Joe and Danielle are in the house. The Alpha Madness tournament is starting, so everyone knows, and I want to make sure I mention it a few times because it's important. Keep checking in every day on my Facebook page. I was gonna do something on. There was a site last year called Pole Daddy that I could run all kinds of sites, but that I could run the whole tournament off of without having to do it off Facebook. But recently they were bought out by another site, and you have to pay to be on that site. And I'm not gonna pay. I'm not gonna have everybody pay to go vote for themselves. That's counterproductive. But if you go check out my page, it's posted all over my page. It's shared. All the rules, or at least I think it's all the rules we need to run this tournament. There's going to be 64 competitors. If you were named Alpha Male or Alpha Female of the Week, you are in this tournament. So just every day, there's going to be four different matchups every day, Monday through Friday. The first four I posted just before the show started today. So it'll be over just around between 7 and 7:30 tomorrow night. Every Monday through Friday, I'm going to be posting a matchup for 4 matchups. So be on the lookout for your team. Be on the lookout for your name. If you come up, go vote for yourself. I will tag you in it so that if it's possible, some people I can't tag. Some people don't allow me to, they don't allow people to tag them and stuff. So I can't tag you, but if I can tag you in it, I will. Otherwise, be on the lookout. See if your name pops up. And by all means, go in and vote for the other competitors. Somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to lose. We start with 64. It's going to go down to 1. And you might as well have some fun. Enjoy the tournament. There's going to be great prizes. Last year, Jen Garrett won. She won the Alfie of the Year. I posted the picture of her trophy up with the rules. She won that trophy last year. I'm going to try and get a different trophy this year. She won $200. I don't know what the sponsors are going to put in just yet. Hi, Jason. My grandson's on with me. What's going on, pal? But yeah, hey, Kirsten's watching. Hi, Kirsten. How's college? Yeah, but if you were named Alpha Male or Alpha Female in this tournament, you're going to be up there. Jen Garrett won $200 in cash last year. She won the trophy, and she's going to get a part in my movie if I ever get the fundings for my movie. This year, I'm going to get the trophy made. As soon as that's ready, I will bring it in. Also, there is I got to see what the sponsors are willing to donate and to put into put out into the tournament this year. Hopefully, I can get them to donate at least $200, if not more, and then the tail prize is 4 tickets to the Alpha Comedy Club. Probably either the April or the May show. If you're local, if you're further away and you're going to be here in like August, or if you're going to be somewhere in the New Jersey area, if you know someone in the New Jersey area you want to give them to, feel free. But the tickets are out there. Let's see who pulls out a victory. It's going to be a grueling tournament. It just started tonight. Anthony Ennis is against Mrs. Claus. Then let's see. I already lost the sheet because I'm incompetent somewhere in this notebook. I really need a new notebook, people. But the other matchups are let's see if I can remember them. It's Autumn Rand against Robert Downey Jr., Anthony Ennis against Mrs. Claus. Uh, Bruno Sammartino, the late Bruno Sammartino against the lovely Laura Madsen. And last but not least, it's Owen Benjamin against Melissa Benoist, who is Supergirl. So it's, in some retrospect, it's Superman of free speech against Supergirl of, Supergirl. But everybody check out my Facebook page. Go there. Feel free to vote. Even if you don't know who they are, vote anyway. It's fun to participate. And hopefully that'll come over as well. Now, here's something that since my grandson's tuning in, I want to lay some praise on the New Jersey Devils. Last week, I came in here ranting over some jerk who had the nutsack to turn around and say something to my grandson about cheering at a hockey game because he thinks he's in a library. Well, not only did the fans rip that kid a new a-hole, when my daughter brought it up to the usher, the first usher didn't do anything about it. She went to another usher after the game. The usher took her down to customer relations. They gave him 4 free tickets to a hockey game, another hockey game. He went to that hockey game this week. He got to go into the tunnel and high-five all the players as they were coming off the ice. He got to ride on the Zamboni as they were cleaning the ice, which for him was a thrill. And he got 4 free tickets to go watch the game. Plus, he got free food and all kinds of. They gave him. He got a signed Kyle Palmieri puck, and I think Brat was the other one. He got 2 signed pucks. I got to say, for a 7-year-old kid who's right now on top of the world because some jerk turned around and told him to shut up at a hockey game because he was making too much noise. What's going on, Monk? Good to see you, buddy. By them doing that, they pretty much got themselves a fan for life. That my grandson will always be a Devils fan. It was a classy move by the organization. It was the right thing to do. That's right. You're going to have to like the Devils now, Joe, because they did the right thing. They gave that kid 4 free tickets to a game. They gave him free food, autographed pucks. They let him drive around in the Zamboni. He actually got to go out in the Zamboni on the ice and that. They had his name up on the Scoretron. He got to high-five all the players as they came off the ice. What a classy move that was by the New Jersey Devils. So anybody who's sitting there going, oh, hockey's this or hockey's that, it's a classy move by a classy organization and a classy sport that doesn't get nearly the credit it deserves. Although it would be nice if they went back to hitting once in a while. Because I like the sport better when Scott Stevens was laying out Eric Lindros. But I'm just saying. That's me. Now, I have to go on a... We were talking about this before we got on the show. And it's something that just rubbed me the wrong way. Now, some people came out. Oddly enough, it's not Gene for once. Although I'm just waiting for the Hamilton radio thing to take over my screen again and preempt my program. But anyway, we're discussing that kid touching lowlife Michael Jackson. Now, here's the problem. I was never a giant fan of Michael Jackson, but I didn't hate Michael Jackson. Some of his stuff I would listen to. I mean, I'd be lying if I wasn't amazed back in the 80s by his Thriller video. For a video that was, at the time, was, unheard of. But here's the thing. The second he started touching kids, people started going, oh, yeah, but his music's really good. Oh, yeah, but he's really talented. Oh, yeah, this. Oh, yeah, that. Oh, it's the parents' fault for letting the kids go and spend the weekend at Neverland with Michael Jackson. Maybe so. You know what? Maybe the parents have some blame here. But now, all of a sudden, and this just happened all of a sudden, someone decided to go, hey, I'm suing Michael Jackson's estate for $350 million. So now all the radio stations are taking his music off, which thank God, because I get tired of all the easy listening stations playing Michael Jackson tunes every time I turn them on. My point is, for the last 20 years, 25 years, however long it's been, he's been dead, and since he's touched those kids, nobody's been outraged by Michael Jackson's music. All of a sudden, everyone decided to jump on a wagon and decide, oh, well, he's a kid touching pedophile and stop listening to his stuff? Where were you people 20 years ago when he was touching the kids? Now he's dead. He's not doing anything. He's skin and bones, which he pretty much was while he was alive, but he's skin and bones. He's lying in a coffin somewhere. But now, all of a sudden, his music's offensive because he was touching little kids. How come 20 years ago it wasn't offensive? You phony, politically correct losers. You're jumping on the wagon because, oh, we're supposed to be offended by him now? Okay, let's all get offended and take off his music. You should have took it off 20 years ago. I would have respect for you. I stopped listening to him 20 years ago. Why? Because he was touching little kids. He didn't need my money. He had a park where he lured kids in, where the parents got sent away so he could have sex with them in his bed. He probably is on an island touching little Taiwanese kids. But Taiwanese kids don't count. They're supposed to be trafficked. What else are you going to do with them? You traffic them and you make tinker toys with them. You know, they work for Kathy Griffin on her clothing line. Enough with all this horseshit, phony, politically correct, false anger. You're not mad at anything. You're just jumping on a wagon. For crying out loud, grow a pair, stop with the horse shit, stop being offended by everything. You should have been offended by this 20 years ago, not 2 minutes ago. You're a phony. I'm not buying it. When are you going to get offended by Ben Roethlisberger? I'm waiting for you jerk-offs to get offended by him. What about him? He was raping teenage girls 10 years ago. But hey, he can play quarterback really well in Pittsburgh. How you doing, Edgar? You know, you just get offended when it's politically correct to be offended. Otherwise, you don't care. So stop with the phony, we give a shit, because you don't. All right? I say it all the time. I hate Ben Roethlisberger. Of course, I'm a Cowboy fan, so I hated him before he was raping teenage girls. But now I hate him even worse. Now whenever I run into a Steeler fan, I remind them that their quarterback is a teenage rapist. Carlo Valerio and Dave Hodjanowski. Screw your Steelers. Had enough of your horse shit. Oh, we're offended now. No, you're not. You were just trying to do the moonwalk last month. You couldn't do it then either. Just stop. All right, and what is going to be, I agree, Kirsten, go Cowboys. This is why I love this girl, because she's a Cowboy fan. I'm embarrassed you growing up in that generation too, Kirsten. You should, and you're not at all like them, and I know her. She's a Cowgirl fan. I love her. She's a Cowboys fan. She could be a Cowgirls cheerleader. She used to be a cheerleader a long time ago. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Now, I've already started the Alpha tournament, so which usually means I shut down the naming Alpha male and Alpha female for the week. But, so this one, there you go, Joe. You're Cowboy fans. See? All you got to do is start rooting for the Devils. You'll be all right. Now, I usually don't name Alpha male and female during the Alpha Madness tournament. See, I knew that was your dream job, Kirsten. I remember you were a good cheerleader. You shouldn't have left. I could have kept talking to your mom. I had no one else to talk to. Your mom and Beth left. I had nobody left. I'm lying. I was talking to everybody, but it's not the point. So this will be the last Alpha male and Alpha female until the tournament is over. And I only say, and I'm only bringing up the Alpha male and Alpha female this week for two specific reasons. But Alpha male this week, long-time New Jersey legend. He headlined at WrestleMania. He didn't just pin you for a 3 count, he pinned you for a 5 count. The legendary, the walking condominium from Atlantic City, King Kong Bundy. God rest your soul, 61 years old. He should have never lost all that weight. He slimmed down something fierce. He was looking good. And now he's gone. If he was still fat, he'd still be with us. Because your body wants to be fat. Okay? When your body doesn't know what to do, it immediately starts burning muscle instead of fat. Why? It wants fat, not muscle. So take my word for it. Fat is the new skinny. You're better off being chubby. And Alpha Male of the Week, the infamous King Kong Bundy. And now for the Alpha Female. And this is going to sound odd when I name her Alpha Female. Because, no, we're not only sure if she is a female, but she's a female. This girl came out this past month and said, you know what? There's 2 genders. You can't have men dressing up as women and competing in women's sports because it's unfair. And you say, sounds like a homophobe. Oh, but guess what? It's Martina Navratilova. Okay? And she's right. There's 2 genders. If you're born a man, you shouldn't be, and you're on testosterone to become a man or to become whatever the case may be. If you're born a woman, you compete against women. You have guys or you have girls on all kinds of testosterone trying to become boys, but they're still wrestling as girls. Well, no, you want to be a guy just because you're not fully a man yet, then don't get in the ring. Don't get on the mat. It's unfair. Why? Because I can't take steroids in and hop on the mat and start wrestling. And I'm not talking professional. I'm talking amateur wrestling. Okay? It's unfair. Okay? Whether you want to admit it or not, it's not fair. It's not right. And something's got to be done about it. If you want to turn yourself into a guy, if you're a woman and you want to turn yourself into a guy, that's fine, but then you can't get on the mat because you're taking steroids or you're taking some sort of testosterone that's making you stronger and giving you an unfair advantage. And Martina Navratilova is basically saying the same thing. if you're trying to be a guy, or if you are a guy trying to transition to be a woman, you're still a guy, and competing against women is unfair. Okay, there's got to be some common sense thrown in with all of this nonsense. Okay? I can't be wrestling. I can't go and say, hey, you're wrestling 135 pounds. Let me shoot you up with some steroids. And you go out on the mat and wrestle. Because if that happens in the Olympics or anywhere, they're going to disqualify you. So just because you decide you don't want to be a man anymore or you don't want to be a woman anymore doesn't mean you get to get unfair advantages over people who aren't cheating. Now, I understand if you want to transition, you want to change. I don't understand, but if that's your notion of what you want to do, go ahead and do it. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with you competing against people who aren't transitioning because they're not on testosterone or steroids or whatever it is you need to make that transition, and you're giving yourself an unfair advantage against them. So me and Martina Navratilova have something in common. There you go. She's this week's alpha female, and her and King Kong Bundy will be in next year's Alpha Madness tournament. This year, tournament's already set. So there you go. And now, for my favorite part of the show, the plugs. Because we got a lot of them. As always, March the 23rd, the Alpha Comedy Club. Everybody come on out. In fact, Kirsten, if you happen to be around, I know you're away at school, but if you happen to be around in the area, grab your mom and come out to the Alpha Comedy Club. We are located inside of Jim Dandy's restaurant at 102 Park Avenue in Rutherford, New Jersey. It's always a fun time. Great comics week in and week. You know, we have great comics every month. We have we've decided to go monthly instead of weekly, which takes a huge burden off my shoulders. But I have to adjust how I promote as opposed to once a week as opposed to once a month. But definitely come out March 23rd. Again, I got Anthony Ennis with John Conti, Doug Max, Tom Angeli, and Alex Cedric. All great comedians. You won't be disappointed. And that is all inside of Jim Dandy's restaurant at 102 Park Avenue in Rutherford, New Jersey. Feel free to go to Eventbrite.com, the Alpha Comedy Club for March 23rd. The food is spectacular. You're going to be back at school by then. Well, when you come home for the summer, we'll find a show where we can get you and your mom to come out. I wish I knew I would have had you guys come out to the last show, but we'll definitely get you and your mom out to a show. It'll be fun to see the two of you guys again. I miss you. The food is incredible. Also, if you're not in the mood for barbecue wings for some unknown reason, if you don't want ribs or wings or stuff like that, and you're looking for pizza, go to Josie's Pizzeria, 201-933-1966. They're located 228 Stuyvesant Ave in Lyndhurst, New Jersey. I got a lot of food places as my sponsors. Maybe I eat too much. Nah, that's not it. So anyway, if you're hungry, you want some pizza, you want some pasta, you want some good Italian food, come out to Josie's Pizzeria, 228 Stuyvesant Ave in Lyndhurst, New Jersey. Also, if you love animals, you love exotic animals like lions and tigers, no bears, but she does have tigers. She's got mountain lions, raccoons, wolves, little weird horses that have some kind of name, but I don't know what they are. He does have the best pizza, Kirsten. See, it's not just me. It's not just me that notices all these things. It's good to see someone from the hometown chiming in saying the food is good. And bring your boyfriend too, Kirsten. He looks like a swell fella. I won't pick on him too much. Okay, I'm going to pick on him a lot if he comes, but it'll be funny. Yeah, so if you like all those animals, my friend Jen Garrett runs Paws and Claws Animal Rescue out in Hoopeston, Illinois. She takes care of all those animals, but she does rely a lot on donations. So if you can go to Jen Garrett at rocketmail.com, $5, $10, whatever you can spare. Money all goes to a good cause. She takes really good care of the animals. Also, my buddy Edgar's out in Oakland. Uh, spreading the word and building bridges or whatever he's doing out in Oakland. I don't know what you do in Oakland. Guess he's watching the A's. But back here in New Jersey, his club, the North Jersey Alliance Football Club, is teaching kids to play soccer. They have adult teams, they have kids teams, they have some of the best stuff around. So they give back to the community. So if you can, go to their Facebook page, follow their Facebook page, North Jersey Alliance Football Club. They just had a tournament out in Atlantic City where they were robbed in the semifinals. Both the men and the women. It's a conspiracy against them. But go to their page, click on their website, buy up some of their gear, and help them help us. Also, Mary Rose McGivern. If you need to travel anywhere in the continental United States or abroad, give her a call, Mary Rose McGivern, 412-901-8420. She will get you there by land, by sea, by plane, by machine gun fire if she has to. Edgar, I love you guys. You guys are the best. I can't wait to come out and see a couple of games. I was trying to get out the other one, but you guys got to play in warmer weather. I'm too old to be sitting out there in the cold. I'm brittle. Also, if you're in Atlantic City and you need some laughs because you've been away from the Alpha Comedy Club for too long, but if you're down in Atlantic City, go to the AC Comedy Club. That's acjokes.com. It's run by my buddy Matt Bridgestone and Stephen Buda. Zach Pickard's down there still, I think. I can't even keep up with all the comics that go through there. But great talent. If you guys are down in Atlantic City, let everybody know that you came from, well, as always with all my sponsors, just mention that Ed Ruffalo from the Alpha Male Show sent you guys there. And they'll hook you up. They'll give you some discounts or they'll charge you double, one or the other. Guys, if you're going to be down in the AC in July, definitely check out the AC Comedy Club, acjokes.com. I will actually be on a cruise the first week of July, so if you're down there, I'll be on a cruise somewhere. Thanks to Mary Rose McGivern. Yeah, I think I'm going to the Bahamas or Bermuda. I lost track. I don't know. All I know is I'm going to be in a boat in the water. That's about as far as I got. So if you guys are going to be in Atlantic City, well, how are you going to get any laughs in tomorrow night? You're in Oakland. It's nothing funny going on in Oakland unless you go watch the A's play. That's funny. Where are we? Here we go. Monday nights, the Uncomfortably Funny podcast from 7 to 9 with Dave Hodjanowski, Shay Farrell, and the headliner for the Alpha Comedy Club on March 23rd, Anthony Ennis. Check them out. You can get them on Facebook, Skype, Ustream, Periscope. I'm not really sure how many different places they're on. But they're coming all from the new Pet Cemetery Studios, which is lit better and the sound is horrible. But they'll work on it. Edgar's coming back for the weekend. Nice, Edgar. I wish I had a show going on. I'd bring you out. But if you can get everybody out March the 23rd, that would be awesome. And all these plugs are brought to you from right here, from the people who commandeer my screen in the middle of my show, HamiltonRadio.net. You can tell because in the middle of my show, I look down and I'm not there anymore. I just got a Hamilton Radio logo tattooed across my screen. Christ, what a disaster. I was here last night. I didn't see them coming across Animal House Radio show. Only my show. All right, what time is it? Jeez, 8:55. All right, people. I feel like I've done 200 hours of show. Once again, the Alpha Madness tournament is up and running. Take a look at all your... take a look every day. Check my Facebook page. There's going to be 4 matchups going on. Kirsten, your old coach, Bernadette, and your old teammate, Paige, are both in the... was Paige your teammate? No, I don't think Paige was your teammate. Never mind, but Joelle was your teammate, and her sister Paige and Bernadette are both in this tournament. So you may want to vote for them. You may not. But there's 64 people entered right now. I got 4 matchups going on. So everybody, check out my page all this week. I'll be posting all this week. New matchups every day, Monday through Friday, 4 matchups a day. Big prizes, big tournament. It's going to go from now until the end of March, maybe until the beginning of April. I lost track while I was trying to count how long it was going to take. But I believe it'll be the March Madness tournament is coming around. So everybody check out my page. Go there, vote. If you don't know who the people for, vote for one of them. It's always fun to participate and be in the middle of it. Kirsten, it's great seeing you again. Have fun at school. I believe Christine will be going to Jacksonville. She was accepted to Jacksonville University, so we haven't made our she hasn't made her final decision yet. But I think that's where she's leaning. So we'll just go down there and visit because, hey, it's Jacksonville. It's in the sun. It's sunny and all it does is snow here. So, everybody, have yourselves a good week. I will see everybody next week. Remember, vote, vote, vote. And then go buy your tickets to the Alpha Comedy Club on March the 23rd. You don't want to miss out on that. And also, Rescue Manias are coming up. We got a ton of stuff coming up. Kiki, happy birthday again, honey. I hope you had a great 8th birthday. Bryce Harper, I hope you break your ankle and never can play again. And Michael Jackson, for crying out loud, you were a pedophile before you died. Stop being offended now, people. Everybody, have yourselves a great week, and I will see you all next week and all that stuff and blah, 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 blah. And I forgot what else I was saying. So we're going to sign off now. Everybody, have a great week, and I will see you here next week, same time. Talk to you later.